Music therapy by taking a class at UCLA in gerontology because I love my grandmother and I wanted to do something healing for the elderly. And I ended up becoming a music therapist, getting a master's in music therapy, and went on in the future to study psychology, a Ph.D. in psychology with a focus on depth psychology. Your dharma. Your dharma is what you were born to do. And I think as little children, we all have this idea of why am I here? I mean, I remember asking myself, why am I here? It's one of the core questions I think that all human beings ask themselves or should keep asking themselves throughout their lives. And your dharma is your sole purpose. You know, why, you know, what your intention is, what you're meant to do. Find your dharma. In order to find your purpose, to find your calling, you have to be able to take in the rhythm of life and be able to receive and have nothingness as well as somethingness. So we need to inhale just like we need to exhale. And much of my work working in hospitals with people in ICU and working with women giving birth and with people who are terminally ill and dying, everything is really about focusing on that breathing. So, you know, you could be walking through the halls of school for years and miss the love of your life. You might not meet them for 20 years because you're not paying attention, right? And so the idea of having that mutual connection, that mutual presence, to really pay attention to slowing down enough is truly important. The idea of living moment to moment. So mindfulness, the definition of mindfulness is moment to moment awareness. So if one of you is breathing to my heart and I'm breathing to your heart, you are making that rhythm of 60 to 80 beats per minute, again, that heartbeat tempo, and you're slowing down yourself enough to be able to receive. And so imagery and sound are key aspects, and music are key aspects of being able to create that pause and to move into your right. Watch yourself, that you are allowing yourself to be free and you know, not really worrying about what other people think. If we can get rid of that fear of failing, I think that we can be in an amazing place. Restores the magic of existence by being in process with something that comes from the soul and that goes out to the world. So it's sort of like an inside-outside thing. It's both like from inside, we have this soul dharma thing going on, and we have to get it out. But then also there's the idea that I teach, you know, just in meditation or with music therapy or in yoga, which is, you know, run inside. Don't keep looking at the Joneses and what everybody else is doing. You know, wear blinders and run your own race. I did a workshop recently with music, art, and yoga therapy. And a patient of mine, I'll call her patient A, with bipolar personality disorder, came to the workshop, and I've been working with her for a while. And she basically made this painting with the idea of the tropism piece, of following the light in her life. And I'll show you a few pieces of her work that have happened through time. So this next piece is called Falling. It was when she was at her most depressed. She has always used art to express herself, but her art is really quite incredible. And she's gone on to sell her work, as well as now she's studying to get a PhD in psychology, and she's really, really on the path to true healing. Creativity saved you. Make time for your creativity. I listened, and I create paintings, poetry, songs, and photographs. You said it's a process. Don't be afraid of the process. I'm not going anywhere. I listened, and I decided to trust. You said, write a gratitude journal. I am writing, and I am grateful. You said you don't have to stay in your past trauma or your PTSD dreams. So as a psychotherapist, I encourage the creative process. I encourage dreams to be brought in. I encourage everything that's both the verbal as well as the non-verbal. And so when you're being creative in any field, the key things to do are to question, to be curious, to associate, again, connecting the dots. This purple elephant, with this fish on a motorcycle, like they don't have anything in common, but maybe there's a way, like our dreams don't necessarily make sense when we have them, but then if we really process them and think about them, somehow they do. Observing, really noticing things, networking, connecting to people, and experimenting. Being able to, again, make mistakes, explore, is the aspect, something really, really important for every field. Thank you guys for helping out.